Saltese Flats was formed after the last ice age. It was originally a 1,000-acre lake, much like the neighboring lakes of Newman and Liberty. Over a several thousand-year period, the lake slowly formed into a wetland. As far as we know, the land was originally owned by Chief Andrew Saltese before it was drained for farming about 120 years ago.
My granddad began purchasing this ground in 1892 over a period of roughly 10 years, and it consisted of roughly 2,000 acres. The meadow was drained using horses and slip and Fresnos, and that made it so we could grow Timothy out here. He could raise hay.
So Spokane County installed sewer all across Spokane Valley in order to protect the groundwater that we all rely on. Because we were building the County Regional Water Reclamation Facility and weren't sure that we were going to be able to discharge the treated water to the Spokane River. And Saltese Flats was seen as an alternative location where we could send the treated water. And so the counties come back in a controlled fashion to restore the wetlands that we see today.
Spokane County came to me to reestablish the wetlands. One of the conditions when I sold the meadow to the county was that we build what we called an interpretive center in honor of Doris Morrison, my mother, in honor of her name.
The county had committed, $900,000 initially to it, which was not going to be enough to build a building. That's how we knew we needed to go to the state legislature to seek additional funding. We get $500,000 the first year and $1 million the second year to be able to make sure this building happened, that I think is going to be unsurpassed here in Spokane County.
The Water Resource Education Program teaches local, relevant water education for the protection of the Spokane Valley Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer and our Spokane River watershed. And our hope is that by teaching people about this, they'll in turn want to protect these natural resources that we have. And we do that by visiting classrooms with dynamic presentations, hosting students here at the Water Resource Center for field trips, and also meeting students outside where they can do water quality testing and get out and learn about our natural ecosystems.
The control structures at Saltese Flats were installed in 2018 to replace the historic structures that were used by farmers to keep Saltese Flats dry. And it allows us flexibility to managing the water levels at Saltese Flats.
One of the coolest things about Saltese Flats is although it was drained for farmland for over 120 years, a major amount of seeds were left in the soil profile just waiting for the right conditions, mostly the reintroduction of water, to come back and thrive in their native habitat. Bringing the water back to Saltese not only fundamentally changed the plant communities, it has brought back so many different animal species. We see herds of elk, painted turtles, massive amounts of waterfowl, ducks, and geese. If you look hard enough, you'll see snakes and salamanders around the pond landscapes, as well as different field mice and voles in the fields.
So the Doris Morrison Learning Center is a place where people of all ages can come, spend time outside in a gorgeous wetland, and feel inspired and connected to nature. And we're hoping that that connection instills a sense of stewardship about taking care of our local water resources and our local ecosystems.
We get to have the opportunity to have nature right outside your window here. You get to be in this controlled environment, and then you get to step out and you get to see it and feel it and touch it and smell it and hear it. There's just nothing that you're going to be able to experience like this anywhere else in Spokane County.